Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki spiritual healer, and it's just very sad that we have these men who are in position and they could use their position in order to help their own people, but they would rather attack the women. They would rather be in competition with the women. And I wanted to give you this idea, and I've been reading Surah at Takwir about Surah at Takwir number 8, about the girl child being buried alive, and God asking on the day of judgment for what crime she was killed. And in other words, what sin had she committed as a child, as an innocent being. Okay, so this lets you know that women have been under attack for a very long time, and God is going to intervene on their behalf, on our behalf. These young girls who are being sought after, who are being attacked. And so we have been getting these types of entertainers, these elite people who are involved in trafficking, who are involved in prostitution, who do not mind letting you know that, they are going to pay prostitutes, that they want to give them just a little bit of money. They're not talking about getting married, because a lot of these people, these men, they know that they cannot get married with the behavior that they have towards women, the behavior that they have been given from the street, from these predators, from watching different things on TV. They picked up that spirit, and they cannot get married. Nobody wants them. So we have the comedian Corey Holcomb, and I have been following his early comedy, and we have this understanding that he wants to buy young women. He doesn't want to be in a relationship. He wants to fight young women. He wants to fight women, period. But you don't see him doing this to no other group of women but black women. So these are the people that will set out and attack their own people. These are the people that are being cleansed out of our society, that are being exposed, that they're going to lose. They're going to take a big loss because of their behavior, because of their attitude, because of the things that they think everyone is in alignment with, against all black women, against the younger black women. And we are stepping up to the plate in order to protect our young girls, to protect our young women. Where he feels like, this is what he said on his podcast, and he had a woman on there also backing him up, that 13, 14-year-old girls. This is the girls that you want to have a healthy child with. A baby's mouth. This is what he's talking about, fellatio. So these are the types of attacks that we have to continue to call these types of men out. These are the types of attacks that, my father, my uncle would tie to a tree and let the ants get them and pour honey on them. Okay, so we'll let the wildlife get you. You won't be tough after that. These are the types of men that in the South, you're gonna, you can get it. You can get it. And I dare say what you can get. You can get it. About attacking somebody's daughter. Okay? These are the types of men and women that we need to see in the light, that are sacrificing the women, the younger women, they're sacrificing their womb for selfish gain, for material gain, because they're no longer relevant. They've sold their souls for alcohol, drugs, and nobody wants to be around them because of their behavior, because of their attitude. Okay? And they think everybody is supposed to agree and think like them so that, they can stay relevant. A lot of these people that have been trafficking our women, that have been attacking our women, have taken on the ways of the ancients. They are warlocks and witches. And I just wanted you to understand that you're going to have to chastise some of these behaviors that are in society, that are, trying to become a part of your family. You're going to have to, dot your I's and cross every T when your daughter is bringing one of these guys home. If they're very old, then we understand that they are warlocks, that they have been taught by these witches that are in their homes that, they can have a young woman with nothing but, a comedian's salary, that they can only provide $50 without marriage. We have to send them back to the people whom they have made their equals. We have to send them back to the addicts that, that they can give $50 to, and maybe they can come up with some. We have to protect our young women. We have to protect our daughters from these women and these men who are trying to siphon their energy, who are trying to catch them in a vulnerable state, especially that the job market isn't the best. And we are teaching our young girls that we're not depending on a man. We're depending on, our family. We're depending on ourselves, what we can produce. We are not letting somebody deplete our moral standards. For these older men who have nothing to offer, who have lost in the game. They have lost in life, and they want somebody else to go with them. They want somebody else to be in hell with them, with their entity. So when we're talking about Surah at Takwir, number 8, and God asked the young woman, the young women buried alive, for what sin, for what crime did they commit? And they were only buried and killed because of the hatred towards the women, because they wanted to control these women, because, they've used their body. These men have used their body. These women have used their body for prostitution. And, they will have a very grievous penalty in the fire. And just look at them. And they think that it's funny that, they can use their platforms or their money and be of elite status and do grievous things up on the earth towards other people, towards other races, towards their own races. There is something coming for you. And you need to make sure that you're ready to have that garment of fire on your behinds. The way that you treated your own people, the way that you treated your own house people, the way that you have harmed your own women, the way that you tried to repeat the ways of the ancients. I hope that garment of fire suits you well. The way that, you was harming and you were laughing and you were playing and you thought that this day would never come for you. This day is here for you. And if you're trying this in this day and age, with the chosen ones awakened, you will be dealt with severely. And I just wanted to let you know, all of you who are, content creators that are producing this type of, chaotic, this type of violent and abusive content, we just look at you. We got something for you. We got something for you, and everyone that you taught to be this way. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know how, it is it is a disaster for these types of content creators. It is going to be a disaster for them. We need to make sure that we know who they are so that our daughters do not get with them. They only have those type of women that they can, lie down with like dogs and wake up with fleas. So I hope that you received this message. Please like, share, and it got me worked up again. Please like, share, and subscribe to my content and my pages on Facebook, TikTok, here on YouTube, and also on Instagram. Please book your one-on-one life coaching sessions and your video chat sessions so I can acclimate a gift to your situation. I'm High Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. Assalamu alaikum.